if what the expectations were going into that first sentencing today and where they kind of came out based on where those expectations might have been, what we learned from it.
Well, I think we learned, Chris, this is a very impactful day. It was a really good day for the prosecutors and a really bad day for defendants. Here's why. Anna Morgan Lloyd, 49 years old, a grandmother from Indiana, walked into court today, pleaded guilty to the lowest of charges, unlawful parading and picketing. She apologized to the American people. She said that she was surprised by the savagery of January 6th. No criminal history. No evidence she assaulted anyone. No evidence she damaged anything or incited anyone. And her sentence is exactly what the federal prosecutors wanted. 3 years probation and continued supervision. If in this case, what seems to be among the lowest of the low cases, the feds got what they wanted, perhaps that sends a message, Chris, to the other nearly 500 defendants of what awaits them.
What's the significance of the Oath Keepers aspect of this and real cooperation now on a conspiracy charge where, you know, obviously there's going to be a ton of different people. They're going to plea. They're going to get various, I think, sentences depending on the severity of what they did. But the question here of like a broader case that moves up a chain of organization, what's the significance of that plea and the cooperation?
Yeah, this is another reason why it's a good day for the prosecutors. Graydon Young, at this point, is the high watermark for the prosecutors. The first person charged with conspiracy to plead guilty. Another Oath Keeper pleaded guilty, but this is one of the Oath Keepers, one of the group facing a conspiracy charge. Agrees to cooperate with the prosecutors, agrees to testify before the grand jury. That should send a chill down the spine of a lot of other defendants. We have a cooperator who's right there in the heart of the case. The FBI director has been quite clear about this. There are different tiers in this federal investigation. One tier includes all the people unlawfully in the building who didn't hurt anybody or assault anyone. The other tier, those who were violent, those who conspired, those who were equipped. The feds say the Oath Keepers didn't just show up January 6th, that they conspired and planned, came with military gear, came with encrypted signal communications, formed a military stack to breach the Capitol. One of those people is now cooperating with the feds, Chris.
Who is running this? Is this just the local district D.C. frontline assistant U.S. attorneys who are sort of coordinating all of this?
It's a little bit of both. Yes, this is all coming through the Washington, D.C. federal courthouse, which, not coincidentally, is right there on Capitol Hill. But because there are so many cases coming into such a small courthouse, they're bringing in extra help. So you have prosecutors from other jurisdictions coming in to deal with the backlog or the choke point of cases. What's more, you have other federal defenders coming in. There's only so many federal defenders, less than 12 in D.C. They need the outside resources because of the tonnage of cases.
Yeah, I can imagine this is like, it's like trying to, you know, watch the snake swallow the pig. Like there's only so much throughput that any of these systems have. 500 defendants, again, in very high stakes cases here, where you also want to like make really sharp distinctions between the different levels of action people took.
There's a huge spectrum, Chris, and we saw it today. We saw one of the most serious high-profile defendants and one of the lesser defendants. But in both cases, the feds got what they wanted.
Scott MacFarlane, who really has been an indispensable resource on covering this story. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.